Okay, now we're recording. I'll give a small introduction. Hello, I'm Mellow Online 1. I lead the Steam groups of Guardians of Greenlight, Sentinels of the Store, and the Goods of Greenlight. I'm also a moderator over at Digital Homicides Poop Games, and I'm centered on running several consumer advocacy groups that are centered on showing different developer behaviors. And I also showcase and promote different Greenlight developers that I feel are deserving of getting a boost of attention towards them. I'm here with the founder and owner of Tuttifrutti Interactive. Hello, give yourself a small introduction.
Please tell. Myself Ajish, I'm a CEO and creative director of Tuttifrutti. Please tell your concerns.
Okay, can you just give a small introduction to yourself?
I have been in the industry for the past 13 years. I started Tuttifrutti Interactive with my twin brother. We actually went into game development merely because of passion. So we are actually creative artists. We have more passion than what you call business perspective. And just because of this passion, you can reflect in the game that we have developed recently. Fine.
Okay,
That's all.
and you've just recently released Dark Art, a Broken Hearts Quest Collector's Edition to Steam after being greenlit, and we've had, obviously, some interactions between me, yourself, and several employees of Tuttifrutti Interactive, which is basically what's led to this conversation today.
Okay, fine. Yeah, please tell. Could you please speak a bit more louder?
Bit louder.
Problem is that
So loud and slow.
if it would be a bit more louder, it would be fine. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do you just want to start from the SOS post that I posted, and then we'll just work down from there?
Yeah, sure. You can. You please tell which all concerns is still what you call which all are the burning issues that you still face. Yeah, please tell.
Yeah. So I'll just start off with talking about this, even though I've edited this part out in a way because you did prove me wrong on this point about the fake reviews that were on the game. I posted them on the SOS post, and then I just edited it out because obviously you showed me evidence that you got these reviews from users over at Pond Friends, which is a discussion forum website, I believe.
Yeah, it's actually a forum of 1300x Big Fish forum members. Yeah.
All right.
And of which 30 members actually aggressively beta tested our game for the past 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, got ya. So you mainly got beta testers from Pond Friends, which is basically a forum net for Big Fish Games, which is a client that you and Tuttifrutti Interactive have been using for your other releases.
Yeah, definitely. Each of these advantage of these gamers are that they each have played some 300 to 500 games. So the kind of they have a design equilibrium of a producer. They actually act much like a producer of Big Fish. Yeah.
Okay.
Please tell.
And since they primarily get their games from Big Fish, they hadn't really used Steam all that much and as a result of getting the game, they had to set up Steam accounts and obviously didn't have that many products on account and didn't have that many products on review. Is this correct?
It was not clear for me. What exactly you're telling?
I'm saying that since these users came from Big Fish, like they'd mainly used Big Fish to get their games, they hadn't used Steam all that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and they had to set up their accounts if they wanted to play Dark Art because that's exclusive to Steam.
Yeah, definitely. Some of them users don't have Steam accounts. They actually, because of their love and passion for what exactly we together cooked up, and actually a game in which they were emotionally attached, they actually went on their own account. Yeah, just to see how the game is. Because they can't wait till the game is launched in Big Fish. Big Fish, it will be launching maybe some few months later. But they want to see the child as soon as possible. That's why they just picked in. Yeah.
Okay, and like I said, you showed me evidence. I edited the part out. I was happy to make edits out. I didn't want to make any defamation or anything towards that thing. So I just wanted to point it out just to show that I am sorry for including that information and not checking with you in the first place and not cross-referencing the information.
Pardon, could you please speak a bit more slowly?
Okay,
Uh,
I just brought that point up to apologize for
hmm,
posting that information without cross-referencing and checking it to begin with.
I understand, and I'm happy. And okay, the problem is that yeah, there was a slight miscommunication between us. Yeah, please continue.
And I also noticed that there was some talk over on the forums of the decision of mine to cross the information out and that sort of thing, but I won't touch too much on that for now. I'll focus on the rest of the SOS post that was deleted and banned me as well. Let's see. There was also the part about one of your employees spamming me advertisements of your game when I had cut business ties with you in the studio.
The problem is that yeah, we are a developer studio, purely a developer studio. So when we have a product that we developed for the past 4 years, we are so desperately want to see the game in Christmas. Actually, the game launch date was for Christmas. So we want to see the game somehow for Christmas, and we need to cut off the green lighting. So what we have done is that we actually what you call posted the what you call the game links, the Steam game link for waiting for
The
a green
links to the
light.
store
We actually
page.
posted it in almost all the community forums. Yeah, some may consider it as spamming, but it's actually a desperate attempt of a developer who spent some 4 years for building his game, and who just want to survive in the market. Yeah, please tell.
I mean, frankly, you can call it whatever you want to, but in most people's eyes, it's still spam. You can call it promotion all you want, but it's still spamming across multiple different forms, and also taking this spam to other people's messages and flooding their inbox, which is what happened with me.
You also received messages from him, right?
I received messages from him, yeah. I mainly dealt with whoever runs the Snare Steam account.
He's a friend of mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
We are colleagues. Yeah.
yeah. I mainly dealt with him when I was working on assisting you guys with your Greenlight campaign. I mean, I saw the game on Greenlight, and I thought it was
Yeah.
a really good quality. I even praised you guys outright for making that sort of game. It looked like it was one of the best games at the time on Greenlight. But then I saw this spam go across discussions. I saw the bribery that you were giving voters for keys in exchange for votes. I saw the wallet giveaways, which made me cut ties with the studio. Like,
The wallet giveaways actually was done only recently. I think it started. Actually, we had to drop the plan also. Actually, the wallet giveaway is not giving us any benefit, so we actually dropped the plan. For Greenlight, we have not done any wallet giveaway because we don't have the cash.
wait, so you organized a giveaway when you didn't have any cash to give out?
We actually never give what you call wallet giveaway. Means you said we actually give cash to some admins in against
Well,
promoting our game.
you didn't exactly offer cash. You offered a wallet, a Steam wallet code.
No, yeah, maybe the thing is that Esnara has got one of the friends has gifted him some with one what do you call one game, and he actually used that also for promoting the game. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but
The thing is
again,
that we don't have cash. So when we don't have cash, how can we buy something from Steam? It's actually impossible. So whatever the thing is that Esnara has a lot of friends. He has a lot of contacts and admins, and somehow one admin has actually given him a game as free, and he used that also for promoting the because our core objective is to get the game green light. So actually he used that game as a what you call wallet. Maybe that what you're mentioning, right? Or
okay,
yeah.
I think we're touching on too many points at once there that are trying to be compacted into too much information. So I'll just bring up one point instead of combining all the points together. So we'll talk first off. We'll talk about the spam in the community forums of advertisements for the game's Greenlight page and indie promo, or whatever it was that was used. It was some funding site used for Dark Art. What do you say? Do you still see the spam that was posted as just a means of advertisement?
Yeah, and to see that from a developer perspective, who desperately wants to see their game for Christmas. They don't understand what exactly. Every day we were receiving some 20 mails, some 10 to 20 mails. They're saying that we give me $20, give me $100, I will promote your game, give me $100, something. So we actually felt very much disappointed that we don't have the cash. One thing, another thing is that these admins actually need maybe I'm not saying about you, but the thing is that some admins, and there are some medias like Black Shell and something like that. They are actually asking the developers for payment, upfront payment for promoting, greenlighting the game. So we understood that the system is actually pretty flawed. We felt very much disappointed regarding the system, and since we don't have cash, the only option left before us was to get the game into massive audience. From the first day one, we understood that about 100 users visited our website. About 60% were actually clicking the S button. So we had some 60% conversion. This is actually the top 100 games. Only the top 100, top 50 games has that 60% conversion. So understand that the game is actually what you call the trailer, not the game, but the trailer is that we showcased is getting enough user attention. So if you could pump it into the massive audience, we will get green light very soon. So what exactly we have done is that we just posted the links of the game in every community as much as possible, because since we don't have the cash to promote through some other companies like Steam Gift or Orly Gift or whatever, like there are hundreds of sites through which we
Well,
could spend cash and getting acquire users.
well,
So what we have done was the
well,
attempt by a indie developer who don't have cash. He just has to tell the entire world that this game is here. Yeah,
you
fine.
have to
Hmm.
understand that most genuine promotions do actually cost. Like if you want to put a banner up on a website promoting the game, that is actual promotion.
Hmm.
And the thing is with most, I'm not saying all Steam group promotions are bad, because obviously,
Hmm.
it's probably biased because I actually run a group like that. I'm just saying that there's these vote boosting groups that basically draw people in through giveaways, and none of the votes are actually genuine. Um, we'll leave the spamming just for a minute. We'll come back to it though. Let's talk about the vote boosting that did happen with Dark Harter. What do you have to say about
Just
that?
one more thing I want to add here is that the only thing what we have done is that we actually communicate with some admins, and they actually give what you call the promotion post. And even if they give promotion post, just because of that we got a lot of traffic into the web page, and there was a lot of conversion also. So actually we got some 10,790 votes, and we greenlit as hash 2. So
Well,
just because we can't actually buy an audience just by saying yeah, you give me your vote. Actually we actually ask you, please evaluate the demo and please evaluate the trailer. That's how always we said that please evaluate.
well,
It's always the word that we are used. Yeah.
here's the thing. You admitted yourself that you've essentially bought your audience.
No, how can we board the audience?
Well,
uh,
well,
we actually tell them please evaluate. The thing is that we spend these messages, maybe unsalted messages. If unsalted messages can be considered as a spam, actually then this is spam, because we actually send messages to every community as possible, because in a desperate attempt to get the game greenlit somehow for Christmas, we found that why exactly we are done, because when we visited we found that all the other indie developers are doing the same thing. So we felt that this is the way, because since we don't have cash, the only way we could do is that what exactly other developers are doing. So when all other developers we checked, there in the community they are also posting like similar. So they are posting like hell. So equal to we actually started okay, let's this is the way to get our game green light. Is the
when
way to get the game in front of the hundreds of thousands of Steam gamers. So we started following them. Yeah, fine.
well, you like I said, you employed vote boosting groups essentially, and I'm not totally sure if this is just because it's a barrier because of your lack of knowledge of the Steam system, but some of those groups do is they attract their members with giveaways, and they attach your game in a giveaway link, essentially gaining traffic to the Greenlight page. But what they do is they tell people to vote yes on the game themselves without consulting the developer. So they basically force people to vote yes on the Greenlight game if they want to win a giveaway on that site. Which is what I was mainly referring to when I was saying that your audience has essentially been bought with free games.
One thing I want to say here it is that if you could check the game greenlight page, still it's active, and you could see that there are some 1200 comments. And if you go through the comments, you could see very clearly that the much of the game viewers expert what you call their feedback was that wow, this is something unique, this is something because this is a unique game that this theme, the kind of theme, the kind of graphics, we got the best quality of art award recently. So the kind of art, the kind of what you call the theme, the kind of thrilling appeal, the Indian themification, everything, they felt this game is something different. It's out of the what you call out of the other different. It's a totally different from all other games, and just because of the trailer, we actually got votes. Because in order to get the audience, we actually need to promote it to admins.
Yeah,
Only
but
through admins we could get in the audience. So secretly we actually told the audience admins, yeah, when some admins use because that's actually pure business. And to see that some admins actually Steam visualized this as a socialistic system, but unfortunately, what is happening is that much of the admins are actually not socialists. They are actually trying to build their user base, and for that they actually need promotion. In order for promotion, they need actually something. We need to give them either cash or we need to either give them what you call
yeah,
keys or something like this. It's unfortunately the part of the system, and we actually recommended tell Steam this is unfortunate situation right now, and actually Steam maybe because of that I don't know, but Steam actually changed the system.
I'm looking at the same comment section, and I'm seeing the comments that you're stating true, but I'm also seeing around half those, whatever it was, 1,286 comments, about
Yeah.
half of them are spam comments saying done, good, one, upvoted, which is basically common comments which are coming from people from the giveaways that I was talking about earlier, where they have you vote on a game and comment something on it. Usually done means that they've come from a giveaway and they've had to comment done to show that they've come from there, which makes me again skeptical of the amount of genuine votes that the game actually got.
It was not clear for me what exactly you're skeptical about, the genuine amount of genuine votes.
Yeah,
Right?
genuine votes. You don't know what I'm talking about when I say genuine votes, don't you?
For that you need to check. I could share you a document of the genuine votes. Actually Steam also actually it told me how many genuine votes you have. I actually shared with them a one doc. If I could possible, I could share that also with you.
Steam doesn't exactly count genuine votes. I don't mean yes votes in general. I mean people that genuinely liked the game and upvoted it and didn't just upvote it because it was from a vote boosting site or from a giveaway or something like that. Steam can't track that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly. But the thing is that if you could check through the 1,200 comments.
I have checked through the 1,200 comments, and a lot of them are
Yeah.
just spam comments.
But the thing is, just a second. I'm checking whether I have the doc with me. Yeah, just a second. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just seeing comments like upvoted, 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 upvoted. Pretty genuine comment. This is very interesting.
No, that's not genuine comment. I'm not saying that is genuine comment. I'm just showing. I want to show you some comments. Basically, some comments in yellow. I will share with you the doc. Just a second.
Like, I can see genuine comments like saying I like the concept, I like the idea, I like the looks of the graphics, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm not saying that you had absolutely no genuine comments. I'm saying that I think a majority of the comments that you got were just from vote boosting groups. I'm not saying you don't completely deserve the votes that you did get, because your game is of good quality, like I've stated, and some of the comments do show that. But there's a lot of comments that are just posted in group together that just say upvoted, done, +1, that sort of thing, which are just common things coming from vote boosting groups.
Just a second. I will just share with you a doc. The thing is that showing some. Just a second.
Yeah, done, nice game, done, nice game, done, nice game. Like, just...
Yeah, just a second. I will share with exactly the count. I actually shared with Steam actually the number of aggressive backers. Just a second. Still sharing. Yeah, just check this mail.
Like, I mean, there's even a comment here where someone's.
I'm trying to send you a mail. That mail showcase that how many users precisely.
Are you talking? Are you
Yeah,
trying to
just
send me a screenshot of how many users upvoted the game?
yeah. How this is a
I,
combined list of the 1,200 comments.
I,
Which all comments? Actually, we actually consider what do you call?
I don't exactly need to see the amount of upvotes that your game got because Steam counts all yes votes regardless of where they came from. That doesn't exactly prove anything regarding vote boosting.
Just a second. Hold on, just a second.
Alright, I'll let you.
I just send you a mail. Yeah. Please check. Just a second.
Was it sent?
Yeah, just a second. Hold on. I think it's sent. Showing. It is very slow.
I mean, like I said, you do get the often positive and supportive comment. Like, I can't believe that some of these people were genuine.
Yeah.
But
Please check. There are, of the 1,277 comments, I have what you call the yellow, green layer, what not I highlighted some 845 aggressive commenters. That means some 66% of the users actually commented actually what you called playing the game. So
can I just
playing the trailer and you can check that.
Okay,
Comment. Yeah.
I'm looking at my mail, and you've sent me comments that you've taken comments from the Steam comments and then highlighted positive comments. But I mean,
Yeah.
I can't exactly see how highlighting an emoticon of a smiley face shows that that vote's genuine.
Just have you seen the mail?
I'm looking at the
Mail.
mail, and yeah, like, but that doesn't answer the statement that I've been saying repeatedly. There's multiple spam positive comments which are coming from vote boosting, like people saying nice, people saying done, people saying.
No. Thing is that we actually included only those persons who personally felt what you call supported the game.
Yeah, but again,
If
people.
I actually removed some comments like done something like that. There is only that what do you call
They're supporting the game because they've come from a vote boosting group which are giving a giveaway away for people that leave comments, positive comments on the game, because it means that the game continues to get traffic for it. But the traffic isn't deserved if people are getting a free game out of it, which is technically to me as bribery. Like,
pardon? Yeah, you consider this as it was not clear for me. Last sentence.
what's wrong with it?
You actually see the 845 aggressive Steam backers, right?
I'm looking at the Steam comments, I'm looking at the email you sent me, I'm looking at the Indiegogo campaign, I'm looking at the $906. Yeah, I'm not saying that those weren't bought, because that is legitimately people sending you money to finish the project. But again, like I said, I'm not saying all your votes weren't genuine. I'm saying that a lot of the votes you got weren't genuine, because they just came from people coming from vote boosting groups. Like, these people just go to page 17 of your comments and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
I just shared you what you call a mail. Have you checked the mail?
I've checked the mail. I'm looking through the mail, but I'm talking about
Okay, fine.
I'm talking
The
about.
thing is that what I'm saying is that about 66 of the percent actually were very much interested to see the game in what you call Steam. They actually are aggressive Steam backers, and also there are some. Actually, thing is that when we try to promote, the only way for a developer to reach the what you call the audience is through either through massive spamming, or whatever you call it spamming. Okay, we call it advertisement, whatever it may be. The thing is that only there are only two ways before a indie developer. Either he need to post aggressively in every communities. Another way is that he need to contact admins and request for them for promotion. So some admins are actually with very high integrity. They will actually promote the game, but much of them are what we call equal to. They actually need something in return for what we call boosting a game. So this is actually the unofficial rule of the industry, and then we actually tell Steam, clearly this is the issue. This is the issue that a greenlight developer is actually facing, and actually they actually took it seriously. That's why I understood that the Steam greenlight system is right now changed. So it is not the actually purely 100% fault of the developer. 50% fault is actually with the system. The system is actually corrupted. I want to say very clearly that there is actually greenlight system is not perfect. It was designed to be perfect in a purely socialistic world. What exactly every admin will actually evaluate the game based on its merit, and if they will actually promote. But unfortunately, this is not what happening in the real world.
Can I just
So I am
say
sorry. That's actually reality. We have to accept the reality. There is no other way. Some admins actually promote against cash. Some admins promote against giveaways. Some admins promote against some other things like wallet codes. There are 100 other ways.
Here's
So
the thing.
that's actually every admin is actually doing his business. So it's actually he also need to survive. So that's actually the what you call naked reality. I can't hide that reality from the world. This is actually happening.
There's a difference between an admin promoting your game and you spamming comments in the admin's discussions without their permission, though.
No, that's actually the thing is that we desperately we have to send mails to all the forums in all the communities. Actually, this is actually spamming. I understand, and I'm sorry for if it hurted you. I'm deeply sorry for that.
Well, it isn't me you have to be apologising to. It's just the admins don't like people spamming the same things across their community forums. Like, fair enough, if you handled it pretty well, I'm not saying you because I'm talking about the guy that I was dealing with. Snarver handled it with me pretty fine. I mean, he came to me privately, asked me if I could promote your game for a short time. I agreed because your game was of good quality, and I showcased it on the goods of Greenlight, and then I cut my business ties after seeing the spamming that was going on. I didn't want to be attached to a developer that would go that low. And then I continued on my merry way until that Greenlight booster apparently scammed Snarver of $5 million worth of itch.io keys.
That's another what you call the comedy. I won't tell that this is actually a what you call a mistake of the developer. Actually, when we contacted one actually admin, he actually said that he desperately need some 5 million keys of our game. He actually need a itchy keys. That was something new for us. So when we found out that there was a website called itch.io, and actually we found that anybody can post any game. So we actually posted a game in that website, and actually we got generated some 5 million keys actually, and he gave him actually what exactly he need. We actually gave him. That's the only thing. We are actually developers. We need to promote our game too. So from the very start itself, I want to tell you, as an indie developer with zero cash, he has only 2 ways before him. Either he need to spam, what you call spam, basically to communicate in a post in every community without their what you call unsolicited messaging to all the communities. Actually, it's spam. So it's actually what you call negative way. But unfortunately, that's the only way before one indie developer. And the thing is that he could request before an admin for promoting the game, and some actually ask for cash, but we don't have. Some ask for keys. If we had what you call, we actually one person asked for 5 million keys.
Okay,
so we created a game for him, and actually we sent him the keys. What exactly we don't know what exactly is the purpose of these keys, but he asked, we gave. That's the only thing.
Well, I'm not going to talk too much about that because that situation is mostly over and done with, but what I'm saying is, why do you think he asked for 5 million keys? As regards to promoting your game,
because we are new to Steam. The thing is that we think that actually maybe he is actually needs the 5 million key for giveaways. I don't know what was the purpose, but
5 million keys for giveaways, and you were the one that supplied the giveaways as payment for him pushing his audience towards your Greenlight page, and he was using the 5 million keys as a means to get more traction towards your Greenlight page and then continue to request payment.
I didn't request payment.
He was using the 5 million keys as a bait for people to take in order to go to your Greenlight page.
What I want to tell you very precisely is that the system has 2 flaws. One flaw is that the developers are actually creative artists. They want to majority of the Steam has some 6,000 games that is actually waiting for Greenlight. Of this, maybe the 99% are actually indie developers. Maybe only 1% is actually maybe premium developers, or what exactly, who have attained some cash, who have some what you call big pockets with them. All others are actually pure indie developers. When an indie developer is actually being what you call tortured by admins, they actually every day we are getting, I could share you 10 or 15 mails. These every day, these actually they are asking for promotions, against promotion we need something like this, we need something like that, we need payment, we need this much dollars for one promotion, something like that. So we thought that this is actually the norm of the industry.
What is it? What
This is the pure situation of a what you call the pure and sad situation of a developer. If you understand that, basically you need to develop a game and you need to spend 4 years building that game, and you want to get the game into the market in the Christmas, and you actually need to feel that what you call the same pain, and then only you will understand what exactly is the situation. And we actually desperately want to see the game out, but unfortunately the audience reach every day through organic methods, actually through what exactly when we as a we spend unsalted mails to every community. So through that method we could actually reach into only a minimal audience, and admins are actually the keys, the gateway. Actually they are the gateway to massive audience. So only through admins we could actually get into what you call massive audience. So naturally if the admins ask for something, we have to give them, because there is no other option. That is, we actually told Steam directly, this is the sad situation. Lot of developers have been tortured. Lot of developers are actually, they can't complain their problems in front of the public, fearing backlash from the admins. So we actually disclose all these problems to Steam, and they understood that the system is actually right now reached what you call a level of a peak of corruption. So that they actually decided to drop the system as such. To understand that why Steam changed. There is a reason behind why Steam changed the system. If the system was great, system was perfect, if the greenlight system was perfect, they will never change it. They will always carry on with this. Why Steam changed the greenlight system some 1 month back? You need to think of.
Can I just say?
So there is some reason. There is some reason, and one of the main trigger point behind Steam's decision, I believe that was our sad plea, because we actually pinpointed these are the issues of a developer. And we just want to, we are pure creative artists, and we want to see our game before community, and they can actually, if the game is bad, they can tell it directly. If the game is not working, they could tell it directly. There is no problem. But unfortunately there is a gateway before the pure developers. They in order to showcase their game before the massive audience, there is a gateway, and in order for cutting this gateway, the gatekeepers, they are actually for bribing. They are actually bribing. I'm sorry, Ezekiel, to tell you it blatantly, the gatekeepers are actually not all. I am not saying all the gatekeepers are bad. There are maybe 50% are good, but there is another 50% who have control over the complete Steam system. So right now the greenlight system was actually going in a very bad way. So we pinpointed the system flaws directly with the Steam, and actually they were kind to change the system, but not for us, but for the coming generation.
Wait, are you saying that, like, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I might just be misinterpreting what you've just said, but when you say gatekeepers, are you referring to Steam or something, or someone else?
Pardon?
You referred to gatekeepers being bribed or something like that in your statement there, but who are you exactly referring to when you say gatekeeper?
By gatekeepers means actually the door before a developer. The Steam audience is like what you call this, and in order to reach that what you call Steam audience, there is a door. Yeah, the door is actually, that means the promotion. That means the promotion can reach their massive audience. They actually, in a capitalist society, it is very natural. It's not at all a mistake. Every admins can ask for promotion fees. This is quite natural. Yeah. But this is not what actually Steam visualized. Steam actually visualized the system in a very natural, in a very socialistic way. They actually visualized that every admin will take the game based on his merit and promote. But unfortunately, it is not working like that.
By door,
50% of the admins are actually asking for bribes. That's actually reality, naked reality. You can't hide that reality. Talk with some 6,000 developers who are waiting for greenlighting, and you can make an open discussion. After the greenlight system is changed. Completely change, and then they will want how the fear of backlashing from admins, and they will disclose their pains publicly. Right now there is no such system. They can't tell publicly, this admin asked for me this much, this admin asked for this much bribing, and it's something like that. They can't tell it to public, because if they disclose this thing in public, I think is that their game will be actually what you call put in the dustbin by the because these admins have massive groups. They have some 1,40,000, some have some 5 lakhs, some 2 lakhs, some 1,80,000. I mean 80,000. So each and every admin can if they can easily destroy a game. Even if this good game is good, they could just say, "See, this guy is actually trying to what you call talk too much. So let's kill that game." So if they think so, the game is killed. Unfortunately, that's a naked reality system. So this is actually 50% of the fault is with the developer, and 50% of the fault is with what you call the system. So right now the system is yeah.
Can I just say that I'm not sure how we ended up delving off from me asking about vote bribery to you commenting about the green light system?
Pardon? It was not clear for me.
I'm saying why did you respond to my question about you employing people to essentially employ vote boosting to your game on Greenlight? How did that question end up in you delving off to comment about the Greenlight system?
The question is very clear. The thing is that why? You don't understand behind the reason behind vote boosting. You're actually saying that vote boosting there is in order for the developer to get the game into the market, into the massive Steam audience. I told you there is only two ways before the audience. One is that if he's an indie developer with a zero promotional fund, the only way is to say tell every community, contact every community and request them to personally consider this game. That's one way.
Yeah.
Another way is to check with admins and whether do the promotion for them. There's only two ways. So what I'm saying is that that's the only way by which a developer can promote his game. This is actually the fault of the system.
Well, no, that's incorrect. The point of Greenlight is for you to get viewer feedback. It isn't intending to exactly showcase different promotions. The developer is meant to go externally to different sites to get promotion. You don't have to go to Steam groups. You can just go to a website and ask for a banner to be posted on there for however long, and then you can agree with a sensible agreement with the website owner to host that advertisement for you. You don't have to go to Steam groups. There is more than just that way. You're just thinking about internal ways to get this on through Steam.
But it was not clear for me which way you're actually trying to promote the game. Suppose we have a game, it is a good game, and how can we promote from a developer?
I'm saying you can promote by going to different websites and asking the site owners to promote the game by putting a banner or a video advertisement of your game on.
Do you think that there are hundreds of website owners? You need to see that in a capitalistic world, nobody is actually going to support your game until and unless he needs to get his benefit. You need to see the naked reality. What exactly you are always telling is that you still advocate for greenlight system. Unfortunately, the greenlight system is very faulty. This is a reality.
Yeah.
You are actually still trying to convince me regarding that the greenlight system is great. If the greenlight system is great, why Steam is changing the greenlight system now? You need to think of that.
I have never said that the greenlight system is great. I'm in fact in agreement with you that it's one of the most faultiest systems that I've ever witnessed. But I'm saying that vote boosting is not the way to go to get a game greenlit. There are multiple different ways to go about this.
That you cannot. You please ask. One thing is that after the Steam greenlight system is changed, you please ask the question, the same question in an open discussion forum with the 6,000 developers who are awaiting greenlight. They will tell you the right answer. Unfortunately, the thing is that you don't understand the pains of a developer. In order to understand the pains of a developer, you must be a developer. You can't say you are still thinking that the greenlight system is great, and you are still thinking that when we go to an admin and just tell that this game is great. Our game actually got 5 international awards. The award was by international juries like you from Ubisoft, from Activision, from Blizzard, from Chilinko. If the game is great, even from the game is great or game is good, we got also 86% score in a Big Fish audience test. And the thing is that all the conferences who said that they actually loved the game, but even then, when we contacted any website or any admin, actually they will ask for what exactly I will get in return.
Again,
that's the naked reality of the industry. You say that you still believe that when we just contact some guys will actually feel sympathy towards us and actually they will promote for free. Actually, it is not happening in the real industry.
There's no such thing as free promotion.
Pardon?
There's
Fake
no,
promotion.
There's no such thing as free promotion. Or at least
Fake
genuine
promotion.
free promotion.
Pardon? Fake promotion means?
No, I'm saying that there's no such thing as free, genuine promotion. And I also just want to say I don't have to be a developer to understand what's wrong and right to do on the system.
It was not clear for me. What exactly you're saying? That there is no such thing as genuine promotion.
As free, genuine promotion. There's no such thing as it. All promotion has to become paid in some way, or unless someone is actually genuine about the system and is actually in full support of your project, that they will happily host it for free.
It was not clear for me. You are actually saying that it was not clear. What exactly is the conclusion? Yeah, it was not clear for me, that sentence.
I'm saying the conclusion is that there are multiple different ways to go about the green light system without resorting to vote bribery and vote boosting and other such things.
The thing is that you need to ask the same question to some 5,000 games who are awaiting for green light, and after the system is actually changed. The thing is that there are so many games in Steam. Actually, your game will not even get attention. I actually contacted some 8 to 10 magazines. I could show the link. None actually considered our game. Even though the game was great, the video was great. Actually, we actually said that our game is awaiting green light, and could you please do a coverage of the game? They actually neglected. Now I got zero response from any of the. I actually contacted some dozen magazines. Actually, even though the game got, you understand that this is the response we got for an award-winning game, which got some 5 nominations. If that was the case for such a game, and then what will be the situation of an ordinary game? None is going to promote in a capitalistic world. None is going to promote your game for free. They actually need something in return. Yeah, what exactly you're thinking is you are saying regarding what you called a socialist system in which everybody will move up according to integrity. Unfortunately, that's not the reality that's taking place in the outside world. This is for that you need to understand what exactly the pain of a developer. You need to be a developer, and you need to develop a game spending 4 years. Spending 4 years, and you want to see the game aggressively in the market in Christmas, and then you from the when you start from that point, you will understand what exactly we faced, what exactly the kind of pains that we go through on all those days. Like when we knocked every door, actually every door closed. No, there was no option before us. The only way before was to send mails to all the communities. Some may call it as spam, but that was the only way. Another way is to talk with admins, just talk in a very polite manner. Again, they will say that I need this much dollar, I need this much keys, I need this much what you call million keys, I need this much for giveaways. That's our only thing. There is no other option. What exactly you're saying is that you still believe that system is very polite and everything is actually the world is very genuine, the world is very true. Unfortunately, that's not the thing. The world is very corrupt. I'm sorry.
I don't have to be a developer, and I don't have to spend 4 years on a project to realize that the world is shit. Trust me. I've been trying to point that out to you in the discussions, because you kept on saying I don't want any negative talking or harassment or whatever it is that you were dubbing me in the Steam discussions. But what I'm saying is, even though you spent 4 years putting all your passion into your project, which is fair enough, good on you, you've put 4 years of passion into a game that you're proud of in the end. But I'm saying that none of that redeems towards vote boosting and vote bribery. No matter how you look at it.
I have shared my views already. And to see that if Steam actually approved the game, you need to appreciate that Steam also have received complaints from many of the team members here. Basically, many admins actually are actually against us. Unfortunately, that's the sad reality. We actually got a lot of admins actually contact us for what we call bribing. Actually, we don't have dollars, so we said that this is actually against the Steam rules. When we told them that actually we got actually negative votes. But actually, what the result was that. So what exactly I'm trying to tell you is that you please try to understand that the norms of the industry is a lot different from what you know personally. The norms of the industry is that there is actually the naked reality is that the system is very corrupt.
Trust me, I know.
We can't hide. We can't escape from the system saying that the system is all clear and why are doing the bot bribing, why are doing this thing. Actually, this is not the developer's fault. That's why actually Steam changed the system. You need to understand there is a reason behind why Steam changed the green light system. There is a reason.
I'm willing to say that the green light system is terrible, But you can't exactly blame it on Steam that you went out of your way to contact a vote booster yourself to get the game.
You need to understand that there is actually three persons who need to take off the this what you call what exactly you are actually trying to blame it purely on the developer. You need to see that the fun thing is that the fault lies with the system. That's actually the Steam system. The second thing is that the fault lies with the gatekeeper or what exactly is the admins are actually for asking for bribes. And the third, the developer, the poor desperate developers who want to see their game somehow in the market. There is no other option before them. One option is farming, another option is contacting these admins. They will ask for something. Basically, you if you have that something, you give just because they else they and if you just try to what you call irritate or frustrate a admin, you will actually be kicked out and your game will be thrown out. That's the only reality.
The thing is, you're saying that as if it's a base fact, but you admitted in a comment that you had to Google how to actually get your game onto Steam in the first place.
Pardon?
You're saying as if you know a lot about the system, but when Dark Archer was launched, in the comment section, an argument that we had like 2 days ago, you stated that you and your employees had to Google how to get your
actually
game on
Google,
Steam.
yeah. There's actually a campaign. I don't want to name the developer. This is the world's best hash one adventure game developer. They have some 50 games, adventure games in the market.
Yeah, but
they actually disclose this. They actually have written a Gamma Sutra article. This article also is publicly available, and how they actually this is a success story. They mentioned a success story. This is the way that we actually made this game Steam Greenlight. This is actually the success story behind us. So in this story they mentioned that we actually given keys for fans. And again, when we checked Google, we find their web page. Then the web page still is active in Steam. And the web page heading itself mentions that join us as fans and get free keys. That's actually the website heading.
I'm saying
this is a Steam community page.
No,
this community page still is active in Steam, and it's actually 4,577 members.
We're getting off.
So you need to see that. So you need to see that this is actually what we learned. We understood that okay, this is the way the leader is moving. So we are actually a newbie. We are actually taking baby steps in Steam. Actually, we don't understand what exactly is Steam and what's the market. We don't know anything. But this is what the maestro has done. What actually the leader has done. So there must be something. And we actually try to create we try to create a website for fan promotion.
Yeah, but
all the fans who, if you join under our umbrella, they will get once the game is done, we will give you free keys.
No, but what I'm saying is, for someone that just entered Steam blind and having no idea about it, and you're saying that you had to Google how to get your game onto Steam and Steam Greenlight, how can you make such claims as to saying that those are the only 2 ways that you can get Greenlight on the system if those are the only 2 that you've actually tried?
Pardon? There are 2?
Yeah, you listed only 2 ways to get your game onto Steam. But you were the one that actually had to Google how to do those processes in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are the only 2 processes that you tried, correct? And that was spamming and vote boosting.
The thing is that we are actually 100% focused on the game developer. We are actually a game developer. We are a pure developer studio.
I can tell
only thing we know we are fully focused on is the development side. We don't know marketing.
I never question your capabilities as a development studio. I'm asking, why are you saying that those are the only 2 ways to get your game greenlit if you had to, first off, if you're only going off of a pure Google search and you aren't trying
thing is that we actually the thing is that when the game went into the market from the first day, we understood that the game actually the traffic, there is a 60% conversion every of the 1,000 viewers, not 1,000 views, actually the game got some 100 views, and the 100 views there is actually 60% is actually getting converted into S-clicks. But we need to get into very massive audience in order to make into the top 100. Top 100 is actually some 6,000. It's actually very big. So we don't understand what exactly is the method. There is we are new to Steam. We don't know the method. So we Google and we get into this the page of the leader. And I don't want to mention that the leader is bad. The leader is actually is a star studio, and we still admire the studios every game. So what exactly this thing is that the important thing is that that Steam community page heading mentions that you join our group as fans and you will get free keys. This is the public heading of the Steam group. Greenlight page. The Greenlight page heading is
join us as our fan cruise, and you will get keys in free.
Yeah, that's vote
So
bribery.
that this is the why the Steam never changed the page. I still don't know, because when we googled, and we actually, when we have a hidden object game, we actually googled for the best hidden object games. If we have a best hidden object games in Steam and how to get it greenlighted, we actually get into 2 articles. One is the article about the Gamma Sutra article. You could Google it, you could find the article. And if you, another article is that I don't want to blame the developer, because they are actually done the only way that a developer need to know. Another thing is that one is the article, Gamasutra article regarding Steam promotion against keys, and there is the web page, the Steam community page. That page is still active. If that was page was if all this if the 4,577 members are still active in this page, why the page is not deleted from Steam? You need to think of.
Which page you talking
You
about?
are always trying to tell that the Steam has a great system. Unfortunately, it is not possible.
I'm not
Much
saying
of the
it's a great system.
You need to check that page. That page is still active in the Steam.
I never said that Steam is a great system. In fact, it's terrible.
There are actually 4,577 members for that group. And
which group are you talking
unfortunately, if I mention that, actually that will be actually what you called. I am trying to pinpoint what exactly. This is a developer I actually adore in my heart. This is the best hidden object developer. There's only one best hidden object developer. If you could check, of the 50 games in Steam, they are actually developed by this studio. If you check their best title also, just to check the best title. I want to name the title because it's against what I call my ethics. I don't want to blame them. It's not there. You just even if you find that, please never mention that in public, because that's actually demeaning. They are actually done wonderful things. It's not their mistake. It's the mistake of the system.
So you're saying that everything that you've ever pulled here in order to get your game on Steam, you're saying that everything you've pulled while your game is on the store is not your fault, it's the fault of the system.
No. What exactly I was trying to tell you is that you never mention the studios. Even if you Google it, you can find the Gamasutra article of the best developer. They mention a 43 days siege to become the Steam top system. Even if you find that web page mentions clearly how their game went into top system against giving them promo keys. This was one of their first hit titles. Find the article.
That's one developer's perspective, though. Pardon? You're not looking at a slurry of how different developers. You're only looking at one closed-out story.
But it was not clear for me.
You're looking at one developer's story. If you wanted to get an idea, if I was running a business, if I wanted to publish a game, a Greenlight, and I had completely no clue about Greenlight, I had completely no clue about Steam, I wouldn't just resort to one article and one developer's experience. I would go out and check multiple developer stories, because
that's your perspective. You know, to see that we are a hidden object game developer, and we want to send our hidden object game to the market. We will just follow the leader. To see that this is not the problem.
Isn't a leader, though.
Yeah. This is the different perspective. You have a business perspective. I have a different business perspective. To see that not everyone has the same business perspective.
I've had business.
You understand? Admit that the world 1,000 persons have 1,000 perspectives.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you have a business.
So what exactly we have done is that we just follow the leader, because the leader has already made successful. This leader is an immense successful story in Steam. All their games are selling like hotcakes.
The thing is, even though you have a business perspective, all business perspectives still have to put into account the consumer's perspectives, because the consumers are what are going to be buying, who are going to be buying your game. And if you don't,
we respect customers.
If you don't,
we respect our customers. That's why every feedback, every issues they suggest in what you call our forums will be addressed.
When I say consumer perspective, I don't mean the respect that you have for your consumers. I'm saying what the consumers say of you, say of your actions.
Consumers say about our actions.
Yeah, that's what I mean by consumer perspective.
Definitely, we actually want to see. That's why I am here. I'm actually for this. Even after that, it's actually painful experience for me. But at the same time, I need to address every every pain. If there is any burning issue that you are facing, and just because of you felt any harassment or something like that, I need to clear my side. It's my responsibility. It's my natural responsibility. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's great that you're here as well. I mean, thanks for coming on. I mean,
Mm.
but I still stick by the whole consumer perspective. Like, it's about people looking in, seeing what you're doing. Like, you can
Pardon?
go around and say all you want about how this is a good business decision, but if that business decision manipulates the consumer perspective, then you're not getting exactly a good consumer overview.
The thing is that you don't understand. We actually merely developers. We don't have business
I
perspective.
don't really
You
care
need
if
to
it's just
understand that this is
merely
a purely developer
developers.
studio. You need to understand that this studio is a merely developer studio, and this studio don't have any business particular prior experience.
If
So
this was
what they have done is that this studio, what they have done is that we are just try to imitate the what successful story of the leader.
if this was Bethesda Softworks, I'd probably still hold it against them. I don't really care if it's a mere development studio.
Pardon?
The size of the studio doesn't matter compared to the actions. The actions are still there no matter what the size is.
What exactly is the action you are mentioning about?
I'm saying that you're using the excuse that you're a measly development studio, but if this was a bigger studio like Bethesda Softworks or id Software or something like that, I would still be having this conversation. I would still be thinking the same thing. I don't care about the size of the studio, and a lot of people don't care about the size of the studio. I mean, Bethesda got called out for about how they were distributing review copies of Dishonored 2. Like, it doesn't matter about the size of the studio, the impact is still there.
No, I'm not saying regarding the size of the studio. I'm just saying about the problem of an indie developer.
You're making this
I
You're making this sound like it does matter though, because you keep on dubbing yourself as a measly development studio. Is there much point of dubbing yourself as that if it doesn't matter towards the argument?
I still don't understand what exactly you're trying to get in. The problem is that what I'm saying is that the problem that we put before Steam, not just before you, but before the Steam, is the problem of 6,000 studios that is awaiting greenlight. It's actually a naked reality. You can't hide. You can't just get away, escape from this problem of these developers. That's why Steam changed the system. The system is actually totally corrupt. That's why, and you still is saying that the system, why you broke the system, why you broke the system, why you broke the system. You're always saying the same thing. Understand that's not the reality. The system is totally need to be removed. The system, but exactly the methods that is actually not at all supporting for what exactly for creative development. We are actually mere developers.
You can have whatever overview of the system that you want, but the fact still stands is that you still went out of your way to perform the actions yourself. You can say if it was because of the system that you did this, but you were still the one that did this.
You need to think that the thing is that we have to agree to disagree on some points. Thing is that you always speak on favor of the system. Unfortunately, I always speak. I am a strong opponent of the system. If there was a hammer with me, I would have broken the system. Because that's the pain of a developer. For 4 years we spend on a game, and just because of some gatekeepers, we can't take the game to the to the target audience. This is actually very much disappointing from a developer perspective. This actually Steam must actually give appoint publishers or producers, professional producers. They actually will evaluate the game based on merits. Our game has got a lot of recognition. It has got cut off in Big Fish premium standards, cut off a G5 world's best casual app publisher, their premium standards, cut off in gone some 5 international awards. You need to see that the game is good. So in order to get the game into the market, we are actually trying to get into Steam. There are actually gatekeepers. These gatekeepers are actually trying to disrupt what exactly the maybe the Steam visualization was great, but unfortunately that's not happening in the reality. From a developer perspective, I will never say that the Steam greenlight system is good. I can never say that. You can always say that the greenlight system or what exactly you still have in mind a great system, and you always advocate based on the what exactly the Bible that you have in mind. You have thinking that the what by bribing you're saying some things that only you can understand. From a developer perspective, we can never understand such things. I am speaking purely as a developer who spent 4 years for building a game, and I want to get this game somehow into the market. And from indie, you can understand the pain only if you face that much pain, and the studio is the verge of closure. We somehow want to get the game into market, else the studio will close. This month actually we are actually suffering. Maybe the studio will close this month. You can understand the kind of pressure that what exactly a person handling. Yeah, I am actually like a mother of 23 kids. I need to take care of all these kids. with me. It's my responsibility.
Yeah.
So, and when one gatekeeper is asking for actually bribe, what shall I do? I am a mother of 23 kids. I need to take care of my kids. You don't understand the way. So that's you don't understand that the system is totally corrupt, and you please stop advocating for the system. You still advocate that the system is great, and I am against the system.
I'm not advocating.
Unfortunately, I have zero respect for the system.
I'm not advocating for the system. I'm advocating for consumers.
I'm sorry, I have 100% respect for all the consumers. That can be reflected in the checking in the discussion forum. The game is bad. If they can pinpoint a mistake, we will correct it, and we will send them an update as soon as possible. Because this we respect our customers. We respect consider every customer as king. We treat them actually like in a royal way, because every time a customer comes in, we actually respect them.
I'm going to change the subject just now because I feel like we're just moving
I know,
around.
thing is that we respect our customers. The customers are actually kings for us, but unfortunately the system that right now is totally corrupt. We are totally against the system. I can't basically in any way I will never advocate for a system. Whatever way is equal to way, maybe you have a different perspective, that's your perspective, but Tuttifrutti has a different perspective. Unfortunately, we are the ones suffering just because of the system is corrupted. Actually, we submitted our game actually November 26th. If there was a producer on the other side, actually this game will have been greenlight in 1 week. You understand? If there was a legal professional producer on other side, in all other studios when we contacted, actually they will actually greenlight the game. They will actually cut off the system within 1 week, because anybody who is actually checking the game, they will understand that the game is good. But unfortunately in Steam, this actually system is being done through what is called, we need to pass through 1,000 gatekeepers. And after maybe 50% are actually very good. I am not against the integrity of the 50%. They are actually very good and very nice, very polite, very integrity person with a very high level of integrity, very supportive. But unfortunately 50%, another 50%, they're actually very bad. I'm sorry.
Thing is, there's a difference between the quality of a product and the developer's behaviour. You're making it seem like the quality of the product makes up for your behaviour. Even though the game is good, in my opinion, I'm still here complaining about your behaviour. I'm not complaining about the game. The game's fine. It's your behaviour towards it, actually going to certain extents to get your game onto Steam.
Thing is that you need to understand this only if you are a developer. You are not right now a developer.
I think I have a pretty good view of it because I've been dealing with the greenlight system for nearly 3 years.
No, I don't think so. If you understand the developer perspective, and only after the thing is that this discussion will get a better feedback. Once the Steam changes the system, you put an open discussion. And open discussion, you invite all the 6,000 developers who are awaiting greenlight, and also the near 6,000 games who have cut off the greenlight system. And you mention what had the painful experience you had to face when cutting off the greenlight system. They will mention the same problems that we have faced. You will get the same feedback from this 6,000 and from this 12,000 developer community. You will get the same feedback. Right now, you are actually from a single developer. You don't have to take this feedback. You need to do what exactly you want. You want to understand the developer perspective. For that you need to do a big survey pool. A survey pool of 12,000 developers. Half of these developers are already greenlight and half is actually awaiting greenlight. You actually need to do a survey pool with this 12,000 community and make what exactly a collective assemble together all these feedbacks and understand it. Try to categorize, and you will understand the majority of the opinion will be exactly the very same point that we mentioned to you right now.
Let me pose a different question to you then. Do you believe that the tactics that you've used to get greenlit are the only tactics indie developers can use to get by the greenlight system, or do you think that there are other legit methods to get through the greenlight system?
You need to see that we are a pure developer studio. We don't know any tactics. The only tactics that we have done is that we are actually Googled for the best studio who have developed games before. What exactly they have followed to make their game into greenlight. This is the way. This is the natural way, because we are not into. You need to see that I have 13 years expertise in a game industry as a game developer. I don't have expertise as a marketing expert. What I am trying to do is that for my 13 years in my career, I was trying to develop best games. In every client, I try to get 100% score. I always try to ensure that the score was 5 out of 5.
You claim you're not a marketing expert, but here you are defending the marketing that you've done.
Pardon? I want to defend it.
I'm saying
That was not clear.
I'm saying that you've dubbed yourself as not being a marketing representative, but here you are defending the type of marketing that you'd like to call it that you've done.
There is no such type of marketing. I asked you very personally to do a survey poll amongst 12,000 community, and you will understand. You will get the exact same feedback that I
That's
said
not the
right
question
now.
that I asked. That's not the question
You
that I
actually
asked.
said you are actually that there is a difference of opinion. I want to understand, and we need to respect this difference of opinion.
That's
You
not
are
the
talking
question
from
that
the
I
perspective
asked.
of an admin, and I am talking from the perspective of a developer.
That's
From the
not.
perspective of a developer, the green light system is totally corrupt. We need to remove the system. All the rules are totally flawed.
I'm not.
I want to say that I'm sorry. I'm
not.
sorry.
I'm not talking about the system. I'm the question that I originally asked. I don't care about the studio. I don't care about Greenlight. I'm saying, do you believe that all Greenlight developers got through Greenlight using your same methods?
No, how can they everybody has their own methods. How can I
Exactly.
say that others' methods?
But you deemed it earlier as the only. This is the only method to get through Greenlight. You deemed that yourself.
Pardon?
You said earlier that the ways that you've gotten through the system are the only ways that a quote unquote struggling indie developer can use to get through the system.
That's the only method we know. This is actually what exactly you need to understand that in order to take the game to the massive audience, before us in my limited knowledge, there may be thousand other methods, but in my limited knowledge, there is only two ways. One is actually this is the perspective of indie developer. You need to understand. I don't have marketing sense.
Thing
In
is,
order to take the game.
you can
What
always
I'm saying
ask,
is the perspective of indie developer. Before him, there is only two ways. One is actually spamming. What you call it spamming, we call it advertising. Okay, there's we need to send to communities unsolicited messages, and some may consider us putting to the bin. Some may check the web page and watch the game.
thing is,
So that's one way. That's
I've dealt-
actually sending messages. Sending and the second method is actually
Go ahead.
actually talking with admins and getting it promoted.
I've talked with a number of different developers through my time on Greenlight, and I can assure you that a great number of developers that are on the Greenlight system will still disagree with the systems that you're doing to actually get through Greenlight. I can guarantee it.
Pardon? The system, they actually will do what?
They will still, even developers that are still going through the same system that you are, will deem your actions as irresponsible. They will deem it as unacceptable.
Everybody has their own perspective. I am sorry. The thing is that you need to understand that we got some 10,790 votes. You need to see that this is a thumb impression of what exactly of a massive audience. This is something when we consider other games. Some of the games have got maybe greenlight in some maybe in 500 votes.
Again,
some actually got the greenlight in a few days.
This is coming back to what I said, that there's a difference between the quality of a product and the developer's behaviour. Just because your game won multiple awards and were nominated for a great number of them, congratulations on that, by the way, but the quality is different from the behaviour. The quality of the game doesn't redeem the actions.
The thing is that you can always comment regarding that the action of the developer is mistaken. That's because this is the perspective of you. In order to understand our perspective, I want to say very repeatedly, is that you must understand the pain of a developer who spent 4 years trying to build their game. Actually, we take loans against our home in order to get this game done. So, and I'm a person, I am the CEO, I am the mother of 23 kids. I need to take care of the kids. This is my responsibility. And when the system is actually corrupt, I can't do anything. I want to take the game into the market. If there was a producer, it would have been greenlight in 1 week. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
The thing is,
the system is
so you're saying it's my own individual perspective on the actions of a developer being
not my own individual perspective. It's a perspective that everybody has their own perspective. You always stick with your perspective. I also stick with my perspective. We must learn to agree to disagree on this difference of perspective.
Thing is, though,
we must not. It's not possible to change everybody's perspective. You need to see that I always speak for a developer perspective. Because I was the person who spent 4 years on this dream. I somehow want to make the game in the green light. And you actually have a different perspective. You have a different experience in Steam, so you are talking from your perspective. It's not at all a need for me to change your perspective. I just want to express my perspective. If you can't understand the perspective, I'm sorry. There is no way.
Here's the thing, like you said, you're new to the Steam system, and then, like you were saying before, there's a difference of perspectives. But here's the thing, it's a perspective. There's a number of different users that I'm aware of have said almost the exact same things that I've been saying for the past hour or so to you right now on the Steam forums. And like I'll say, the users have had the same comments that I've been saying, and that means that they've also had their own individual interpretation of your actions. And bringing back to the perspective thing, I'm coming from the perspective of someone that's been dealing with a number of different developers. I've been dealing with marketing for indie games for the past 3 years, and I've only been getting into the high process of doing it for maybe about the last year. Take that perspective against someone that's just come onto the Steam system and has googled 2 articles on how to upload their game to Steam and to Greenlight, and then see which perspective really outweighs the other.
I want to say very precisely that we are taking baby steps in Steam. Our steps
You are-
may be wrong,
You are
but the
taking
thing
baby
is that
steps on
you need to
Steam,
understand
yeah.
that this is a baby. You need to understand that you must respect that this is still a baby.
Well,
You are actually talking like that. Oh, why I have done this crime? Why I have done this crime? Why I have done... The baby doesn't understand what exactly is a crime.
Well, you're a
You
grown
need to
man.
understand
I
that
expect you to
perspective.
understand
You are
that.
always speaking that you done this thing, you done this thing, you done this thing. You are actually bribing. You are actually bribing. The baby doesn't. Baby is just trying to walk in Steam. He's just taking his baby steps. Doesn't
Although-
understand what exactly is the Steam system. They just complete what exactly their pure experiences, and they have 13 years expertise in development, in game development. They don't understand what exactly is Steam industry, or they don't know how to market in Steam. And they compared to others in all other what they call portals, they actually are dealing with a single producer. A producer will actually evaluate the game and actually they will cut it off.
Thing is, again,
So-
you're acting as if your views of the system and views of how greenlighting a game should go is as if they're set in stone. Are you saying that they are set in stone, or you're actually willing to learn from the mistakes that you've pulled?
Definitely, this is actually a learning experience. Actually, we got a very big learning experience, and actually we want to change.
Okay, then why
Definitely.
aren't you exactly taking anything that I've really said and are just saying that that's taken from a developer perspective?
You need to understand that the system was wrong. That's why Steam changed the system. That's one thing you need to understand. And from my perspective,
I can understand
we
Steam
learned a
changing
very
the
big lesson.
system.
Pardon? Huh?
I can understand that Steam are changing the system because it's a terrible system, but despite the system's restrictions, doesn't mean that you have to go out of your way to bribe your users and vote boost your game.
Again, you are actually always trying to tell from your perspective. That's your perspective. But from our
It's
perspective,
multiple people's perspectives.
no, it's not everybody uses perspective. It's your perspective. From our perspective, from an indie developer perspective, we actually just want to get the game green light.
It is my perspective, but but I can easily comfortably say that a lot of people share my perspective.
You need to understand at the same time that you need to understand this full system. You need to do a survey pool with 12,000 developers. Of this, 50% actually done completed the green light system, and another 50% actually waiting. And you need to do a survey pool. This is very critical. You must take this advice from an indie developer. You need to understand the pains of a indie developer. You need to do this survey pool, and only after the survey pool you must get into conclusion. Right now you are getting into conclusion on your own perspective. That's wrong. I want to say that that's not. I won't say that this is the consumer's perspective. You will understand how much corrupt the system is. How much only after understanding that how much corrupt the system is, you must say something, advocate for system. Right now you are still advocating for system. You say still that the system is good and why you have done this. System is totally flawed. So one thing I want to say is that we learned 2 things. One is that system is flawed and our own mistakes. There are 2 things. Two things. One thing is that the system is flawed, and we actually appealed to Steam to change the system. This is actually totally wrong. The second thing is that we understood that our own mistakes. This was a big mistake. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. The baby strikes. Just trying to take baby steps in Steam, and understood that all the mistakes. So it's a baby. You need to understand that we have not been in Steam for the past 4 years, something like that. We just get into Steam just 1 month or 2 months back.
I'm gonna move off this topic because we're just going around in circles right now. Let's focus on something else that's been going on instead. Let's see. Actually, let's go on a slightly different topic but it's still along the same lines, and that's about the $100 gift card giveaway for people to buy
Pardon?
the game.
Pardon?
Let's talk about the $100 giveaway that you attempted to do.
The $100 giveaway right now, right?
No, let's talk about the $100 giveaway right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually not part of the greenlight promotion. Actually, the game is already green.
Yeah, but it's still something
Yeah.
the development studio
When the
did.
game is greenlit, you know, to see that big companies actually spending $1 million to promote a game. Actually, we don't have even a single dollar. Actually, we are actually trying to get the game into the massive audience. Not to catch attention, there are multiple ways. So what exactly we are still trying to do is that still trying to imitate the successful methods in our own limited way. We want to get into the massive audience.
You could just do giveaways of the game itself. You don't have to make people buy the game in order to be entered to win $100.
Pardon?
You're essentially saying, hey, I'll pay you $100 to buy this game.
Right now that giveaway is dropped. There is no such giveaway. You can check Google. You can find Steam. There is no such giveaway. Actually, we dropped that plan.
You dropped the plan, but do you admit that it are you saying that it never existed?
Pardon? You need to understand that we are a developer, struggling studio. We are trying to turn all the stones. We are trying every method. We are trying to knock every door. We don't know which door is actually the method. We are not marketing experts. Let me be very precise and very clear that we are merely creative artists. So we will try all the methods. If this method is not working, we will try another method. If this method is not working, this is different thousands of what you call promotion tactics. You can call it promotion tactics or whatever. We are just trying to survive. Actually, we want to take the game into massive audience. Just to get their attention, we need to get into their audience. Not to get into attention, we are actually trying promotion scheme, and this is one promotion scheme actually we tried. We actually dropped that promotion. Right now there is no such promotion is active in the Steam.
Well, no, we're still gonna have to talk about it because it still originally existed. In fact,
why are actually so much what you call obsessive regarding even if when one actually scheme actually we dropped, we are actually going into into the past again and again.
I've linked you a Twitter post that I posted of a screen grab of the $100 giveaway.
Why are always trying to get into the past? Every mistake we understand one way it's not working and we actually drop the method. We are actually trying to get in the audience. Our objective is that our game has already 94% scoring. This is the best score, one of the best score in the industry.
Are you saying that you realised where you went wrong with the $100 giveaway and are not going to pull that again?
Pardon?
Are you saying that you realised where you went wrong with the $100 giveaway?
The thing is that it was not getting enough attention, audience attention. Our objective is to get into the audience, so that's why we have given some giveaways. There are some last day we have given a what do you call a key giveaway in early gifts. We actually get into the audience. We are actually, but we found that this is not no use.
Are you saying
it's actually wasted of time.
Are you saying that the only reason that you dropped the $100 giveaway was because it wasn't garnering enough attention?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the thing is, you have to realise where the whole moral thing of the giveaway comes in as well.
So tell me exactly. I wanted one of the main advantage I am thinking is that from your discussion I am also trying to learn what exactly is the method we must follow. If you check the game is actually getting almost 94% from 18 users, from 18 Steam purchasers. They actually game got 94% view. And if you want to take the game into the mass audience, what must be the way we must follow? Tell me. We want to learn.
Well, there's a number of different ways that you can really go about it. One thing that I would probably do is I would probably put promotions up on different websites and pay the owner of the website a substantial amount to host giveaways. I'd probably give keys in my game away to YouTubers because they're usually fine with doing free promotions as well if they get a free key. And that'll probably be my usual starting point.
Pardon, the third one? This is the starting point.
I didn't say a third one. I just said 2 points.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Those are the ways that I would probably go about with me having dealt with a number of different indie developers in the past 3 years, that sort of thing, just coming from that sort of
The
perspective.
problem is that we don't have fund to give to any admins. So only thing we have is keys.
Yeah, well, you can always distribute them to YouTubers for free promotion. You don't have to always resort to bribing your users to buy the game.
Pardon? We don't have to do bribing or?
Yeah, you don't have to do bribery. You can always just give keys away to YouTubers as a means of promotion, then people might actually go and buy the game.
The problem is that YouTubers, how much of the YouTubers, the YouTube viewers are not all YouTube viewers are actually part of the Steam.
Not all
we
YouTube viewers
actually
are
want to
part.
do a promotion Steam. So what exactly is the method we need to
Well,
do?
here's the
Tell
thing.
me.
It's the same method that you pulled with the... What was that discussion board site called again? That was partnered with Big Fish.
Pardon?
What was that?
What was that?
Pond Friends, was it?
Yeah, conference. Yeah.
It's basically the same thing that happened with Pond Friends. With Pond Friends, people had no Steam accounts, and they were still willing to show support of your game on Steam because they liked the looks of it, and were willing to go out the way to create a Steam account. So I'm not sure why you saying that the YouTube way would not be a substantial method if you went on to Pond Friends and got people to create their own accounts.
So you think that YouTube is the main? What I'm saying is that you mentioned regarding two ways. The both the ways are actually out of Steam. One is that regarding give the admins cash. Unfortunately, we don't have cash. We can only give them giveaways. Maybe we can give them some outside sites like Orly gives, some Steam gifts, etc. We could provide them keys. That's
Personally,
one
Orly
way.
Gift,
Okay,
Orly
and there is
Gift,
YouTube.
Orly Gift
Pardon?
I'm fine with. They're one of the actual few genuine giveaway groups. So I'm fine with you giving keys away to Orly Gift.
Oh, fine, fine. What about Steam gifts?
Steam gifts are fine as well,
Fine, okay.
as long as you don't put spam messages in the description of your giveaway.
Okay, yeah, fine. Then, so what exactly is the method to promote the game inside Steam?
Through
May I
Steam.
know? Pardon?
Do you mean through the Steam system?
Yeah, inside the Steam system, we want to promote the game, and we don't have cash. What exactly the method we must follow? Please tell.
Thing is, with Steam, it's what it is. It's a digital marketplace. You can't exactly promote it directly through Steam itself. You have to mainly resort to external sites and everything else as a means of promotion, because Steam doesn't offer a means of promoting your game. It just offers a means of putting your game up for people to actually buy.
So the thing is that we actually don't want to. I know that the Steam doesn't provide same method, but what exactly must be the method that we must follow?
One method
Not to get the game promoted.
The
You
one
only say
method
that
that
you must use YouTube and outside sites.
Well, YouTube is one of the main ways, yeah. But if you're wanting to do it internally through Steam, the only best method that I can think of is giving keys away to some curators on Steam, who will give a critique of the game.
Okay. Inside the Steam, giving key giveaways, right?
I wouldn't exactly say key giveaways as I mean just giving keys away to specific people, not just a public key giveaway. Like, there's nothing wrong with giveaways themselves, but if you do it too much, then you'll end up having a loss in revenue.
So what exactly must be the method in order inside Steam? What exactly is the method you will advocate?
I mean, when I say giving keys away, I mean giving a key directly to someone, not hosting something public, just giving a curator or a YouTuber a key privately directly towards them.
Okay. Let me know. Okay, so we will check that way in the coming days.
Okay. Let's move on to the conversation that me and you had just yesterday in the screenshot comment section.
Yeah,
and some things that were exchanged. Just give me a second to actually get that up.
Sure.
You can also bring it up if you want, just to cross-reference, make sure I'm not fabricating anything if you're so worried about that.
No, I don't have such a fear. I will check. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This comment. That said, wait, this is quoting you. That said, pained to see baseless allegations by one friend Mellow Online 1 when somebody put such a big harassment in public, we emotionally reacted by deleting that thread. Banning him, we never know that it was against the unofficial rules. On a side note, he later retracted half of his own comments stating he was wrong, but the damage was done, and that's why all of you here. The way that you word that makes it seem as if I'm the head harasser or something, that I'm leading a group of people to harass the project. Is that what you genuinely think?
There was unfortunately, if the one thing I felt to me very painful was that you mentioned that the word specifically, you mentioned the word "pull this shit out of Steam," something like that. This was one wording.
I never said pull this shit off Steam. I never even said that. Not even something along those lines.
I have seen such a post on Twitter, right?
I've seen the same post, but that was not me.
Pardon?
I saw a commenter post that, but it was not me.
Fine. Then I have seen such a posting. But that was one main painful point from a developer perspective. This was very painful because we spent some 4 years and we don't want to see that just because that we don't have the fund, we were considered as something very terrible. It's actually very painful. And you not understand that you must run a studio and you have to take care of 23 kids and you don't have the fund and you are struggling and you're just trying to raise the fund, and you find that this is the kind of way in which you are getting feedback. You will suddenly get very irritated and actually you will just try to ban the person. But unfortunately, you said that you are not the person. Maybe somebody has hacked your account, but unfortunately, that was the kind of.
It was never posted on my account. It was posted on someone else's. I never said that.
There was one another called Sentinels of what exactly? There was another one called Sentinels of Steve, something like that.
And you also state later on that your main evidence of me being the main harasser is that you state that since I deleted my Twitter SOS posts, half the harassment was over. I never deleted anything. I never
actually
deleted my SOS
the thing is that I found a page. Right now, that page is not available.
You can
actually,
link
maybe
it to
it was.
If you want.
Is anybody working on your Twitter account? Only you. Is anybody has access to your account, Twitter account?
No one has access to my account. It's just me.
Oh, fine. And in those days, I'm just trying to check whether from where. Yeah, no more discussions. There was a discussion, Sentinels of the Store, #SOS.
Okay. You can check the discussion in the deleted comments if you want.
In the earlier days, I actually was seeing a different, what exactly, instead of the Twitter page, I was actually seeing a different page. Right now that page is not available. So actually right now that page is not available. Also in Twitter account, what exactly, one person actually was, his name was Revamps. Do you know Revamps?
Not that I know of.
Then she was actually against us. We actually banned her. So unfortunately, the thing is that we don't want to. Right now, only recently we learned that we must never ban a person. We must discuss with them and understand what exactly. Discuss with them in open or in private and understand the differences and
I will say Revamps
because that's the way of the scheme operates.
Because I will say Revamps is a follower of my Twitter, and I know that she's commented on a few of my posts about you and your company.
Anyway, right now I couldn't find that person. Okay, anyway, the problem is that we are new to Steam. We are a baby just trying to walk on Steam, and one of the initial days when we got a lot of what exactly, she posted some 4 times. She posted negative message 4 times in Steam. So we got to actually felt that this person actually was trying to malign us. So she need to post only once, but she actually posted 4 messages. Just to get attention. Unfortunately, then we suddenly felt this actually as a noise, and we actually just tried to ban her. as per the rule, we only later understood that this was actually wrong. Actually, we must discuss with them, and maybe this is a Steam policy. Unfortunately, we are new to Steam. We don't know. We actually deleted every negative comments. That was our policy.
You
But
delete
only
all
later we
negative
understood that.
comments.
Only later from friends suggested that you must never delete a comment in Steam. That's actually very wrong thing. That's the baby's just trying to walk.
No, hang on.
Doesn't understand. So you don't understand that we are just trying to learn to walk.
Hang on, back
So
up a bit. Did you say that it's your policy to delete all negative comments?
no, the thing is that we don't understand how the Steam audience, what exactly is the perspective of Steam audience. So there is a different perspective from a Steam audience. From a Steam audience perspective, they consider this is a we consider it as a completely democratic system in which everybody has the right to raise their voice. That's a very natural, that's a very correct system also. That's I would like to say that this is very good, but unfortunately we never know that that was the system.
So you
We thought that
decided not to understand the perspective of the Steam users before putting your game onto Steam when you're going to be dealing with the Steam customers.
We don't understand that deleting a negative customer's perspective is actually against the Steam official rules.
So you're saying it's fine to delete someone's view of something?
The thing is that we are trying to survive a studio, and when we have spent 4 years on trying to develop our dream kit, and when somebody says blatantly without any useless allegations, somebody is trying to say that rubbish, this game is bullshit, something like that, we just deleted that immediately. And unfortunately only later we understood that everybody has the right to express anything. No, we must, yeah, that's the Steam system. I later understood, only later in a very later phase only I understood that anybody has the right to tell anything regarding the game in public, and we must never delete anything, any message. Basically, it will put it like there, and beneath that message, everybody will put their own perspectives.
That's censorship.
So that was the Steam system.
That's censorship.
Pardon?
That's censorship.
That's censorship, yeah.
Yeah, you're deleting someone's view of the game.
Yeah, the only problem is that somebody has what you call we spend. So this is actually because of ignorance. You can put it as ignorance of the system. Yeah, we are actually learning. The thing is that every day we are actually learning from system. So this is a baby, and it's actually in Steam only for 2 months. So it's learning that. So right now we are not deleting any messages. Right now we are not deleting any threats. Right now we are actually allowing everybody to express their views. Everybody has the 100% right to express their views, because only from the negative feedbacks we actually appreciate constructive criticisms. Only if we could pinpoint the mistakes, we can't see all our negatives. If we look into the mirror, only the fronts are like mirrors, and only they could pinpoint the mistakes, we could grow from that. So we appreciate that thing.
I'm not really.
And we are deeply sorry if anyway any of the deleting the comments actually hurted you also. We actually never want to.
Well, you deleted my SOS post after I corrected my article, looking at the new evidence that was presented.
Yeah.
And then the ban that was promised to me to be lifted in 24 hours of talking with you was never lifted.
The thing is that we actually never banned you. We only banned you only once. The second banning maybe was done because of the repeated comments by maybe other. What exactly? There were a lot of other comments from what we could maybe from conference, but we never deleted you. We actually done only from my side. I was the person actually banned you. So you need to see that I actually done it only once.
You've done it once, yeah, but then you told I spoke with you after my second ban came through, and you said that it would be lifted within 24 hours. And that never came about.
You are still in banning, so how can we remove the ban system? How can we get you unbanned?
What you need to do is you need to go to the discussion that's been reinstated, and then the user, it says at the top who posted it. Then there's an arrow next to that username, and then there should be an unban option.
Just a second. Could you please? I'm just checking. In where exactly?
Go to my SOS post that I posted in your game forum.
Okay, fine. Just a second. Yeah. I read that page. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, does it say at the top of the post Mellow Online 1 and in red brackets banned?
Yeah, there is a band. There is a red indication band.
Yeah. Click on the white arrow next to my name,
White arrow.
and then there should be an unban option.
There is a mouse button mentioning band, but there is no white arrow.
Let's see.
Just a second. I'm just trying.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying Mellow. Actually, you can just click on my username.
Yeah, I clicked on your username.
And is there an unban option?
Just a second. Oh, okay. I need to log in again. Just a second. Okay. You could send a message. You are already your friend, right? Where exactly is that option? Just a second. From where exactly?
I'm just heading
Okay.
to my
The thing is,
I can see what
I was
you're
not
saying.
logged in that page. Just a second. Maybe I couldn't see that what exactly the button you mentioned. Yeah, fine. See. Again. Right now it is we are not banned. We could say that when I click on your button, I could see three things: view profile, view post, ban user.
Okay, so you're saying I'm not banned anymore?
No, I are not banned. We are not banned, but there is a message that's showing red color that's banned. I don't know who done this.
It's still saying that I'm banned. Actually,
What shall we do?
Tell you what, one thing that I can probably do.
I could send you a message, right? I could send you a message. It's working.
Okay, I'm sending a link to your business account with a linking you to the moderation message.
Fine.
And then I believe you can unban me from there.
I found this ban reason. There is only please repeat. This is a permanent ban. Okay. Ban notification from a Jakarta. You have been banned from Jakarta condition. You have been banned from Jakarta condition discussion by the developer for your posting and message. Ban reason is not mentioned, right? This is a permanent
reason
ban.
isn't mentioned. No, I was given no reason for the ban.
Oh, fine. Maybe the problem is that this account is being handled by me and Esnar House. So maybe Esnar have done this thing. Or maybe any user actually ban you?
Moderators of your discussion and the developers can ban people, and that's it.
No, developers can't ban?
The developers can ban.
Okay, fine. So how can I unban you? What I need to do to get it unbanned?
Personally, I'm not entirely sure because I've never handled it in an actual game forum.
Pardon?
I'm not sure because I haven't handled an actual game forum ban.
Okay, fine. Maybe we will request it to Steam that to remove this ban. I will mail Alden. Yeah? Is that okay for you?
Fine by me. I'm not sure if it'll work, but you can go ahead and try.
Because they have the complete system. They can change, right?
Well, the thing is, Valve allow developers to police their own forum.
Pardon? It was not clear for me.
Valve allow developers to handle their own forum. Valve have a very hands-off approach.
Okay, so I do believe that if the developer actually directly mails them that we want to reinstate them, they will actually support. So I will mail Alan right now. So tomorrow, actually, I think he will be active tomorrow night. Same day tomorrow, and we will get it unbanned.
Right,
Is that okay
okay.
for you?
I guess that's fine, but I don't really think there's anything much else left to talk about unless there's something that you personally want to discuss.
Okay. So how do you feel regarding say to see that this is a struggling student? This is just trying to learn every day. Every day we are actually learning. We learned a lot from you. We learned a lot from other what exactly from the relate process. We learned a lot from that we must never delete a post. We must give everybody the freedom. We learned a lot these days. So I am
I'm
sorry
fine.
if I hurt you anyway.
I'd say it's fine if you delete a forum if it's just pure spam, like it's someone self-advertising, that sort of thing, posting links to malicious sites. Banning them and censoring the post, I'm completely fine with. It's only when you actually censor someone's freedom of speech and opinion that's an issue.
Okay, fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ezekiel, we will undelete that. We will get it unbanned as soon as possible.
Okay,
That's
great.
I'm personally apologize for that mistake.
Anything else that wants to be talked about?
The thing is that we are just trying to survive. So if any way you could help, it will be deeply appreciated. I don't know Ezekiel to because I'm still trying to get into Steam. No.
Also, another tip: try not
Sis-
to throw out pity votes as well.
Pardon? Try not to get into.
Try not to gain any pity or sympathy. That isn't going to help advertising.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, besides from that, I think I'm going to cut the recording now.
Okay, so I will mail to tomorrow itself. All done. It was my pleasure to talk with you. I
Okay.
learned a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ezekiel. Apologize for the banning. I never know that there was another banning on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
That's fine, as long
Okay.
as it doesn't happen again, then I'm completely fine with it, and as long as it doesn't happen with any other users, then yeah, it shows that you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. We learn from our mistakes. Yeah.
Anyway, I think I'll call that it. So yeah,
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
you too.